call myself the entrepreneur's #1 youth coach because entrepreneurship is about taking risks. And we all know that when we take risks, risks are extremely stressful. So stress is the #1 cause of diseases, disorders, cancer, and it's also the cause of a lot of health issues that we are currently experiencing. And that naturally happens to entrepreneurs. So my message to millions, or to go beyond the billion, is to teach individuals how to stay young so that they can continue their journey, because we all have a mission to serve the world. So that being said, today is not about me. Today is about my favorite person in the world. And he's become the favorite person in the world because he is extremely humble. And you have no idea what he has under his belt until he actually talks about it. But he doesn't like to talk because he loves to serve. So I want to introduce my mentor, Dr. Obom Bowen. And he is the international brand ambassador for this company. So just to give you a little background on Dr. Obom Bowen, is that he actually served the military in the United States for 20 years. And he's actually received a Purple Heart as an infantry commander for his service and wounds sustained in combat. So he's actually received 3 Purple Hearts for his service rendered. And right now, he's a masterful teacher and educator who is remarkably successful at empowering individuals to achieve their full potential. And I know this because anytime he pops on a Facebook Live, I am one of the first people to attend his calls, because he drops the nuggets when he is oxygenated. So he's a motivational speaker, he's a self-made innovator, and he believes that excellence is a process which is achievable through continuous process that is inevitable when we learn how to control how we think and what we expect and what we believe. So I would love to just introduce Dr. Obom to the call because he has a powerful presentation, and I am hoping that it inspires you to change people's lives. So Dr. Obom Bowen, are you on the call?
Hey, Peter. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, my friend. I sincerely appreciate, well, first of all, #1, I appreciate your heart. I sincerely appreciate Peter Jung, because you're the youngest person I know in spirit. Some people think I might be talking about young in age, but I'm not even going to tell your age. I'll just have them guess it. So if you're thinking he's 17, you can add a whole lot more, but he looks 17. So Peter, I thank you. I mean, you're one of the sharpest young men I know, and I'm excited to actually work with. So thank you for saying those beautiful, kind words about me. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful pleasure working with this gentleman. And today I'm just going to take some of your time and share with you what we are absolutely excited about, and why I am a little more than excited. As my wife would say, I'm just a little more flabbergasted right now with being able to share with you all why we're all so excited. So without any further ado, as you can see there, that handsome gentleman in front of you, that would be me. And my name, as Peter said, is Dr. Obom Bowen. And pictured here with me is, some of my best friends in the world, also known as our leadership team. And each of them, as you see pictured here, are already part of the same group I'm participating with. They're all in the process of either putting their content on our platform to be branded globally in the world right now. Like I have been, my good friend, Mr. Robert Raymond Riopel, who is to the far right with that devilishly awesome smile, is already on the platform, and all the rest of them. And that's what I'm going to talk about here with you right now. Who all else is actually on the platform of ASCIRA with us. And then I'm also going to talk about who all else is participating with us in the opportunity. So I'm just going to take a little bit of your time, probably maybe about 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to go through some of the information real fast. But here's what I'd like to do before I jump into sharing with it. I want to give you just a preview of what our platform is like. So for those of you who are actually already professionals in your own space, maybe you're a professional speaker, author, trainer, entrepreneur, and would like the opportunity to actually position yourself on a global platform. And as a company where we're positioned in 54 countries right now, and we just launched recently, little over 120 days ago. So this is a quick 2 minutes look into what your future can be as one of the content provider with us. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what gets me excited there we go. There for a second. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what gets me excited every single time I take a look at that. And today, what I'm doing here is, as you saw, I gave you the preview, and now I'm just going to go through and slow down a bit. But in short, what you just saw was that we, ASCIRA, we're a social lifestyle learning community, taking the best of the top authors, speakers, and performers in the world and putting them on our academy and branding you globally to the world. So you might be asking, what's in it for you, what's in it for us, and what the requirements are. And basically, that's what I'm going to talk about. Some of this you've pretty much already seen. As I mentioned, we're a social lifestyle learning community, and here's who we are. And we'll talk about this as we go through it. Here's what people are saying about us. But we are basically the Netflix to the growth and development industry, which is one of the areas. And the second half of this, I'm going to talk about that a lot. So let's go behind the scenes a little bit and show you, for a lot of those same professionals that you saw on our screen, they went through a very meticulous process and they've been accepted to be viewed to join our community. And what's going to happen is, once you're accepted through our process, you get to then grow your brand. You get to inspire the world once you join our community and be able to share your message, right? So we're putting the best that some of these professionals on our platform. And for those of you who are in that space and category, you have the opportunity to do it. Now, this typically costs somewhere between $10,000 to $15,000 to do, because the company pays to get all the work done up front for you. In exchange for your material, we brand you globally. So here are some of the frequently asked questions people ask, like, how should you get started? Obviously, it's with a application process. And the person that invited you to this, and I know I'm streaming live on Facebook, so if you're a Facebook friend of mine, just reach out to me with a message. But the person who is sharing this with you right now, just reach out to them and ask them to connect you with part of our application process board. They'll get you an email and the process starts there. But what we're doing is helping you in between 10 to 20 modules of your personal information to put into a course on our platform, which is anywhere between 180 to 220 minutes. So when you're looking at that, one of the most important questions people ask is, what should I send in with my application and what that content looks like to become a content provider. And basically what you're sending in are the 20 titles that you're going to put together in the digital format, which we'll shoot for you. And you'll submit a digital audition. That digital audition is basically a video telling a lot about who you are, what you do, and what you're planning to put on our platform, right? So how long should it be? Very simple, no more than 5 to 10 minutes. And our board is going to go through the information and material and really research you and your background. So what's the benefits of being a content provider? Like I mentioned earlier, would it benefit you if a company will brand and market you so you don't have to pay for advertising around the world? For myself, the answer is yes. And immediately I was placed in now 54 countries as we continue to grow. There's 195 countries in the world. So once we penetrate all 195 countries in the world, guess what? I'll be branded on all those. How long is the approval process? Roughly between 30 days. It could be shorter depending on how that happens. But once you get approved, then you'll be talking to someone from our board of directors who is really going through the process to help you with what the next steps are getting into one of our studios, whether it's in Dubai or Canada, in the United States, or a satellite studio somewhere. And do you get remuneration for it? Well, you don't earn income from what we put on our platform, but what you do earn income on, which I'll show you later on, is we put your content to our platform and they have the ability to reach out to you with your information that you'll provide, whether that is your social media plugin, whether that's your website, and you'll see what that looks like as we go through. And the application process starts. So this is part of our content review board. As you saw in the video, some of these, well, three of the individuals here, Mr. Travis Fox, who's also been a producer, Emmy Award-winning actor, Curtis Randall. So some amazing folks that's on our board. And this, for those who ask the question, well, what makes you guys different than Udemy? What makes you guys different than YouTube? We have professionals that are vetting to make sure that the right content and the right people is on our platform to give the right transformation, which is what we're doing for our clients and our customers. We are giving them the best transformative information leaders in the world. So they're responsible for making that happen. It is vetted. Anybody can go on YouTube. Anyone can go on Udemy. Anyone can go on any platform because they do the work themselves, but we do it professionally in Hollywood format for you. As you saw a little bit, you can be one of the content providers as pictured here in our course catalog. We have, as you can see, different languages, different cultures, and everything else. So yours can be one of the ones in here as you look through the glossary of content providers. There you have one from myself and several of my friends, Mr. Robert Raymond Riopel, very good friend of mine. I showed earlier, his course is already up. You saw Vinny and Fasano, who are other friends of mine. Their courses are going to be up very soon. Another great friend of mine, Mr. Darren Kidd, teaches his course on the ultimate guide to network marketing. And it's beautiful because there's so many people in network marketing. It's a huge industry around the world, but no one has ever really, that I know personally, has ever really honed in on really teaching mastery of network marketing like Darren Kidd. So having his work on our platform is amazing because Darren is now training and teaching companies all around the world, and we get to have his content on our platform. It's amazing to be able to have that in your living room, walking around on your phone, wherever. So we have different things like marketing blueprint, hip hop dance in different languages and culture, everything from blockchain, digital technologies, the wonders of essential oils. There's all kinds. So imagine your course on here if you're already a professional. But if you're not a professional and you're looking at this too, and you want to be able to profit from the opportunity, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So one of our other dear friends, Mr. Carrie Weber Young, Mrs. Carrie Weber Young, rather, she is one of the most amazing young ladies, and she talks about your inner superpower. And her course that helps kids is remarkable because a young child's self-esteem is one of the most important things to them as a child, which kind of revels when they become an adult. So teaching and learning it early is very important. So imagine your course on our platform. Let's say we decide to click on your course. I'm clicking on Robert's because obviously he's a friend. And it tells a little bit here about Robert's course, the description of Robert's course. You can see it. And the same thing that showed in the video. So I'm going to skip through this. But Robert provided here his social media plugin and his websites. And we can actually learn more about Robert personally and actually reach out to Robert if one of our students want to work with Robert directly, right? And then this is our community, which I'll talk about more in the opportunity. We have our own social media platform and community similar to Facebook, but dare I say better than, right? And that's a fact. So most of you get to see, but it tracks all the things like here on the left-hand side, you see and on the profile for Super B, all the different courses she's already subscribed to and going through and what she's doing and sharing with her. This is what the dashboard looks like. It's like your Facebook page, but it goes through and shows where she's at, who she's connected with, all the different things that she's actually able to achieve. When you gamify the process, it shows how much courses she's enrolled in, how many hours she's already consumed, and what she's achieved and how she's going in different posts, right? So in the early stages, same thing for everyone else. But then here, breaking it down, it gets to see on her dashboard a little bit on what percentage of those courses that she's actually consumed. So imagine it's tracking, and you as a content provider also in our community getting to see what's going on. It gets even more excited when she's able to share and connect and follow either you or other folks. And then this is the note-taking section where someone can take notes on your course continuously. And here's the deal. Because we're locked down and COVID, we will be doing live events around the world. Minimum of 2 to about 4 events a year. And a lot of you that are content providers has the ability to come and speak on our stages and meet a lot of our customer base in the thousands, from 10, 15, 20 to 30,000 folks in an arena. Sometimes it takes a very long time for a professional speaker to speak on a stage that long, but because you've been accepted and you get in on our platform, there'll be more than one opportunities. I want to break it down a little more and show you with my other dear friend, Mr. Darren Kidd, some more on his course. I kind of give you the overview with Robert, but let's say we had clicked into Robert's course. This gives you the opportunity of what it looks like when you're actually in the path now of learning from one of the content providers. So in this one, you see here, there's 3 things. You on the left over here where my mouse cursor is, it says path, learners, and discuss. The path is the course itself and what module they're learning from Darren Kidd, and they can continue to watch the course if it's your course. On the learner side, it'll show you like how many other individuals are learning or enrolled in that course, and you can start a discussion or break the ice. And as a content provider, you'll be able to be on the platform and see those things too, where folks can utilize and share some of your information within our platform, what they're learning, what they're getting from it, what they're gaining. And through that gamification process, they can benefit, but you can benefit and get a chance to connect and work with a lot of the folks that are in our platform for yours. So if someone wanted to reach out to Darren Kidd, boom, they click on his Facebook, reach out to him directly, and start the relationship further out of the academy. So when you talk about having your own courses, your own content, with being able to be on our platform, it is amazing. Because this, if you are a business owner that has a content-driven business, you understand the power of this. This is one of the most powerful things that we can do, because our goal, as you'll see later on, is to go beyond 1 billion with our platform. We will be millions. Right now, we have over 7,000 individuals in the company, and we're barely 5 months old. So our goal is beyond 1 billion in 10 years. Imagine what's going to happen as your recognition and brand awareness starts to grow globally, with you never having to get on a plane and fly to China when there's so many other Chinese individuals looking for your content. And newsflash, here's the biggest thing. China and Asia are the 2 largest consumers of, guess what? English material. So stay in tune right now for the live version, because we actually go live to the rest of the world on October 1st. But right now, there's 2 individuals that we are actually bringing on the platform. Number 1 are the folks that I just talked about. If you're a professional speaker, trainer, author, or entrepreneur, we're looking for you so that you can actually submit your package, and we'll walk you through that process to become a content provider with us. Should you be accepted, you'll be on our platform. And number 2, those people who have vision, those people who see the tomorrow before today, we're looking for those who want part of the opportunity. And the opportunity is what I want to take about another 2 minutes of your time to share with you. And then I'll break this down a little bit for you. So let's share a little bit about the opportunity, and then jump into it before we close out.
The world is evolving rapidly in ways never before experienced. People all over the planet are consumed with new technologies, applications, and social media. The internet today offers many opportunities to generate online passive income. But for most, it's just a dream. What if you were connected to a system, training, and support with experts that can show you the way, guide you step by step how to generate extra income, and help you secure your financial future? For the first time ever, people just like you, your neighbors, family members, friends, and coworkers can learn how to have a positive real-life transformation and get paid at the same time. Discover ASCIRA, the company for the people. A social lifestyle community with a vision to connect beyond 1 billion people around the world to give them access to knowledge, skills, training, and confidence to gain financial freedom and abundance right now. In just a few weeks, many people in ASCIRA in different countries are earning an additional income, working from home right now. Whether you are just a beginner or you're a seasoned professional, we believe that you will appreciate this amazing opportunity. Are you ready for a life-changing experience? Join ASCIRA today and be part of the Beyond 1 Billion vision. Contact the person who sent you this video and discover now how you can have everything you need to create the lifestyle of your dreams.
So, again, I'm absolutely excited to share that quick bit of information with you. And I'm working my best to remain calm, because every time I see this, I remember thinking this for myself. For those of you who don't know me and aren't aware, I own currently 8 different businesses. One of them, thanks to COVID, I'm actually about to dissolve here in the next few days. But I was looking to actually get my message out to the world. The last company I built with, actually, as you saw in the beginning, Ms. Vasana Patel, she's the CEO of global operations for the Outcomes and Breakthrough Mastermind. And we were traveling around the world. Basically, every weekend was in a different country. And my wife at the time says, sweetie, we have a 2-year-old daughter. I didn't have this child by myself, to raise her by myself. So you need to find a way to do more of what you're doing already, but do it online. So when I saw the opportunity with ASCIRA to be able to put the work I'm already doing, spending 2 days out of the week, every week flying to a different country or a different state, and presenting and sharing the information to upsell. Now, my course was minimum $5,000, and the upsell was for a $40,000 program. But I could put it on the ASCIRA platform at no cost, so that ASCIRA can market and advertise me globally. I saw that and I says, great, I'm going to do it, because now I don't have to sleep on the couch. My wife's going to love me a lot more. And because of that, I took a deeper look into the company. So I just talked about becoming a content provider. So I did that. But then I saw the opportunity to generate more income and earn with the company while I'm building my business. And that's what I want to talk to you about here in the next few minutes. Because if you're like me and you're an opportunist, you may find yourself like I did back then. And when I say back then, it was towards mid-February. I found myself in the right place with the right company. But here's what's most important: timing. You see, in real estate, and I am a real estate investor as well, in real estate, it's all about location. In business, it's about timing. And the timing is this: the world is pretty much in peril for a bit because COVID hit and the world was forced to embrace the digital space. ASCIRA was already going there. So I decided to do that, and my wife was already forcing me to go there. Happy wife, happy life. So her encouragement made it see this opportunity a whole lot faster, right? So if you've ever actually dreamed like I did then, right, earning millions of dollars was great, but doing it from home is better. So if you've dreamed about working from home with your loved ones, like I have, and I'm still doing with my wife and my 2-year-old, enjoying every day with them, and actually creating the income you deserve to have, and having the recognition, and being able to still travel the world, which we're not doing a lot of right now, but I'll show you guys that we do have a platform to help you with that. once the world opens back up, it'll be very fun for you. So let's wrap it together. What is ASCIRA really doing? ASCIRA is, as I said, a social lifestyle community and a platform, but we are actually taking 5 of the what I call the golden opportunities and tie them into one engine to build effortlessly. So number one, we're tying in social media. As you saw, we have our own social media platform, which is going to be released in the second phase of the business. Network marketing, for those of you who understand, has always been one of the greatest industries. And every time either the United States or any country or the entire world has ever been in financial peril, the network marketing industry has always been the one that's thrived and come out of it. The leadership training space, which is what we're doing, providing content in a digital platform, just like Netflix, but we're bringing the best of the best in the world on our platform. This platform alone is over $1 billion a day, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, in travel, it's an $8.8 trillion space. In e-commerce, it was 29 trillion, but over the course of the last 120 days, when COVID happened and the world got locked down, e-commerce went up 80%. That number has definitely changed. And because of this, because of e-commerce, Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon, is now scheduled to be the first trillionaire in the world. So what you're looking at, what you're sitting on, it's a phenomenal opportunity, and the timing is the most important for you. So if you understand timing, you will definitely understand the opportunity. And what we're doing here is bridging the gap between the digital world, the virtual world, and our physical space. We'll talk about that here in a bit. And as I shared a couple times in the video we are actually a company for the people taking this vision beyond $1 billion. And we officially launched to the rest of the world October 1st. What you're seeing now is a behind the scene, because you are getting to know from someone who's already on the in. So how are we going to do that? We're going to break it down into 3 phases, because when you're building a legacy business, it must be built in phases. A foundation must be built. If you know anything about building homes in construction, when you are building a house normally takes between 8 to 10, so pretty much 9 months. 7 of those 9 months building the house is spent building the foundation. And in the other 2 months, the house goes up. So the foundation for a company that is going to serve the entire world, we're spending a few months in phase 1, which is building the marketing team. And building the marketing team here in phase 1 is very important for you, because if you see the opportunity, like thousands of us already have, who are already earning a significant amount of income, getting the recognition, doing it from the comfort of their home while we're on lockdown, which is the toughest economy that the world has ever seen. Prosperity is happening here in phase 1. Position yourself now. Thank the person who invited you, and you'll benefit from that later, which brings us to phase 2. We're going to roll out our social media platform come in a few months right after we launch. Pretty much next year, we're going to be rolling this out. We're actually going to be paying you to help build a social media platform. No one paid you to build Facebook. No one paid you to build LinkedIn or any of the other platforms, but we're going to pay to build our social media platform, which will do a lot of the same advertising social media is doing, and a lot of the same advertising that e-commerce is doing. And that takes us into our 3rd phase, which is e-commerce. Every day right now in the United States alone, over 100 new millionaires are being made, and more than 80% of them are being made in the e-commerce space. So by tying all these golden engines together, it makes it significantly important and a very, very good thing to have as an opportunity. As travel open back up, we're offering the ASCIRA Smart Travel to give you a new travel experience where folks will get and earn up to 70% of travel. Listen, this is my favorite. Because of all the credit cards I have, there's 17 of them. My favorite one is my Hawaiian Airlines MasterCard. Because down here where my cursor is, where it says enjoy loyalty rewards points, we spend millions of dollars a year on that card and get it rewarded back in points. And we end up getting about 4 first-class round-trip tickets to Hawaii every single year. Why? Because I put all my bills on that card. I put all our flights that we take on that card. I even put my business's expenses on that card so I can accrue the points. So loyalty points are amazing. If you're going to invest the money, you might as well get a return on the investment. And our physical product, which will only be in some markets, is coffee. Listen, this is just coffee. It's not any fancy thing. No one dived down to the bottom of the ocean to find a magic bean. It's just coffee. Why are we going to do it? Because coffee is a big economic deal. And it's going to be available in some markets. But I don't drink coffee. It sounds like I'm on coffee because I guess I was born with coffee in my blood. But my wife drinks coffee. I love my wife, so I buy coffee, right? So you look at all the benefits that coffee has here. But let's talk a little more about the opportunity itself. And if you do choose to position yourself with us, how you can profit from the 9 ways that ASCIRA actually pays out to us. So let's talk about those, the 9 ways that we do earn income here with ASCIRA. And the first way is you earn up to 20%. You earn 20% on this, the retail, personal retail. So when you bring someone into the on our platform that subscribes to get our month-to-month service, you earn 20% on that. You earn 15% when you enroll someone in the business. And this is huge. This is the personal wholesale side of it. There's absolutely no limits on how many individuals you can actually bring on board. So if you are like me, that's a loudmouth, and you want to tell all your friends about it, then you can do so and be rewarded for that, especially now because there's so many people that need an opportunity. And here's the deal. So many people lost their jobs or incomes because of COVID. This is an opportunity for you to start building, which helps even more when you start letting your friends know, because you get to start building a team. And as you build a team here with us, you can earn up to 35%. That is the power of 3. What we have when you get a chance, you know, the commission is basically generated from the purchase of any of the product packages available in your entire personal organization that you built. What's even better is it's not even just from the 35% that you're going to earn from the team that you're personally building, but from the person that pretty much sponsored you, you get a chance to earn up to 35% from what's called placement volume. For example, I could have brought you in the business, recruited someone else, and they pretty much ended up in your team. You get to earn up to 35% of that and build your family as you go together and earn. It's such a beautiful thing. This is my favorite reason for actually participating in this program and many other programs like it of the past, because years ago when I got introduced to residual income, I realized I would run into a brick wall to do it. Listen, I served 20 years in the United States Marine Corps. I flatline died 3 separate times in Iraq. But after my retirement, now I'm being paid a residual income from my retirement until the day I die. And that income comes in into perpetuity. As you build a business here with our monthly subscription program, you get to earn up to 35% when someone subscribes to our monthly service. Learning and earning is key for you. They can do it through the mobile app. And as they're growing and learning 24/7, you're earning 24/7. It's very important to understand that 80% of our business will be based on our monthly subscription. This is why we're spending a great amount of time in the pre-launch phase where we're at, building the foundation so we have enough distributors to share with the rest of the world. And we're doing that very well in 54 countries right now. We're growing. One of my other favorites is this, the matching bonus, where you can earn up to 50%. You earn up to 50% of this, your direct sponsored team members' income, right? And up to 3 generations deep, as you see displayed here, from your personal sales organization. So whatever you do, you get to benefit from, and the folks that you bring in, you get to earn up to 50%. So that's very important to understand. And, you know, if you have questions, definitely connect back with the person that invited you. But here's one of the most amazing things. As you continue to build personally and build a team, the team grows, you get to rank advance with us. This is one of my favorites. It's a special one-time bonus that you get every time you earn. And when you start with us as an individual and you build your team with a few individuals, then you get promoted to the first position, which is called bronze. You receive a $250 bonus, one time for that. But as you continue to go all the way up to the top, at the Royal Ambassador level, there's a one-time $1 million bonus that you can receive. Now, it starts at $250, and as it goes up, it gets more and more and more and more. And as it goes up, you earn up to $1 million. So there's a total of $2 million of bonuses just in this area alone. Now, in the areas of diamond and above, which we'll talk about, is very, very powerful, because you'll get a chance to see that in the next slide. But at this slide, once you've gotten to any rank position and maintained that position, from the second, which is silver or above, you get to earn a monthly stipend or a lifestyle bonus of $300 up to $10,000 a month. So with that happening, my absolute favorite is this. When you become a diamond, and remember, diamond is really the 6th position that you can get to in the company. So diamond and beyond. And we have so many that have achieved the rank of diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, right? Blue diamond already. There's so many folks that are having success here. And we haven't even officially launched yet. So that's happening. And it's only a matter of time for everyone else. But you get a chance to earn 3% of ASCIRA's worldwide volume, which is given out and divided by each of the diamonds in the pool. Of that diamond pool. This bonus is calculated monthly, but it's paid out quarterly. So it's like owning shares, and you get a nice chunk of that. We've also incorporated a peak performance rewards program. This is if you work hard, we play hard. And at every level, at the regional level, these are going to be local events that are going to happen all around the world that everyone can attend. And then you have the diamond summits for those who've qualified as diamonds. Listen, we have one already in October 5th to the 9th in the city of Dubai, where the company is pretty much headquartered out of right now. For those who've qualified diamond and above, the company's going to fly you there. It's going to be red carpet. Company has its own private limousine that's going to pick you up from the airport, so it's royalty service. And for those who've actually continued building their business, a very large business, getting to beyond $1 million and more, you get entered into our $1 Million Club. You get the prestige jacket that you see pictured there for both the ladies and the men. And obviously, ladies, it's made to the specifications of you as well. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share about the content provider side and becoming a content provider with us, or seeing the opportunity and wanting to partner and profit with us. So there's 2 major ways I want to share with you right now. And that is, you can get started for only $499. This product pack is $1,700 of a value. This promotional special was going up until June 4th, but because of what's going on in the world right now, we've extended it all the way to September 30th. And what you get with this pack is obviously the opportunity to start and launch a business and work with us together. You get to activate your business, and you get 4 months of access to the ASCIRA Academy, 4 months of the Smart Travel, and 1 convention ticket when we have our first convention. Then that will actually happen for you to get a chance to attend the convention there. Now, here's what's even more exciting. While we're here in the pre-launch, those months don't even count until we actually start in October. So these are going to be basically free months for the next few months for you. And this is also upgradable to the Founders Club. And I'll have him share a little bit, because Peter, who just introduced me, he got started here with us with the Pro Pack. And just about 2 days ago, he upgraded to the Founders Pack because that was available. And I'll tell you why. The same reason I did. And the Founders Pack, ladies and gentlemen, there's only 1,000 left. Well, not left, but there's only 1,000 available. So we've already sold quite a bit. I think it's a little over 500 to 600. So whenever it's gone, it's gone. And it's not a gimmick. It's not going to come back. There's only 1,000 of these, because the truth is, if the company does this for everyone, we would frankly go out of business, right? Because there's $100,000 of value minimum in this pack. You get a Founders Club pin, which identifies you when you attend all our events that are going to be thousands and thousands of individuals. You don't have to wait in that line. As one of our dear friends, Samira, always says, you just get to walk and show up like a boss, go to your seat, and not get stopped. Boss moves. Anyways, so for me, I like to say jovially, you know, it's the way for you to actually launch your business if you're serious about building a big business, because the reason I did it was for 2 things, leverage and access. And the leverage is to be able to connect with some of the top people around the world. And the access that you get is this: lifetime access for yourself, as you see there as the 4th one down, and a friend or a guest. Well, in my case, it's me and my wife. Lifetime access to every event the company will ever do in the future. Priority access to customer service, an invitation to all the rank qualified training. And those are normally for diamonds and above. As a founder, you get to attend those. 18 months access to the ASCIRA Academy, and then 12 months access to the ASCIRA Smart Travel. So it's very powerful to understand the opportunity here at you. You really have the chance to become a part of the opportunity here with us. But here's what I want to share with you. In October, you'll have the opportunity to really buy into option 1 and option 2, which is actually becoming a customer, or number 2, becoming a wholesale member to get the savings. But right now, while we're in the first phase, option 3 is what's available for you. You get a chance to become a marketing associate like every one of us and really share in this opportunity. So you stand in one of 2 positions. If you are a professional and you're looking to brand yourself to the world, we want to invite you to be able to brand you, position you, and market you at no cost to you. People, look, I've paid tens of thousands of dollars to market, brand, and advertise myself on social media and other platforms, but we're going to give it to you here at no cost if you qualify. But if you see the opportunity, like Peter did, and many of us did, then you can position yourself with us today. Get your questions answered, because right after this, I'm going to host a very special question and answer. So if my wife can monitor Facebook to get some questions from there, that would be great. But here's what I want to do before I close out. Peter, who invited me, didn't say much about himself. And as you say, I just want to highlight and talk about Peter, as he calls him, Peter Jung today. So I want to put him center screen. This young man, he saw the opportunity, and I love it when young entrepreneurs see opportunities and seize it. He got started. He wanted to become a founder, but he couldn't afford to become a founder then. But he says, I'm going to work to that. And he worked to it, and he started building his business, started earning commissions, and just the last 2 days, he upgraded. So Peter, what I'd like to do is have you share, you said so much about yourself, and I didn't even share that this young man has one of the most amazing health and nutrition coaching business and practices. He loves to help people understand the importance of sleep and oxygenating yourself. And sometimes I get all excited. He's like, that's my dear friend, oxygenated Obom, right? Because once you get the perfect flow of oxygen and your body is flowing, he teaches you how to do it. And I love it. So Peter, let us know what drew you to the opportunity and why did you decide to upgrade and become a founder?
First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for the warm introduction. And number 2, what really excited me is about the personal growth that I've went through in the last 4 months. And I can't be here right now. I can't say that everything that I manifested to this day could have happened by myself. And this happened because I've interacted with you. I'll be quite honest. The person who actually spent the most time with me is Fazana. So actually, you have to give her a high five, because she sparked a plug in my head. Like, she did something where she realigned me and I snapped, and everything just went into alignment. Everything that I wanted to do in my life when it came to my purpose aligned all together exactly with the company's vision when it came to ASCIRA, which is the company for the people. And I just remembered that I only had one job, which is to help people. And the only way to help people is to make sure that I have a message that is able to be understood simply. And that's why I always talk about oxygenation, because we can live 7 days without food, can live 2 to 4 days without water, but you only have 2 minutes without oxygen. So oxygen is the essential need to any cell in your body. So I try to make sure that people understand that we are human beings with the same eyes, same nose, same mouth, same ears, but we have different souls. We have different purposes in our lives. And the best way for me to get to my vision of going beyond $1 billion is to connect with mentors who've actually already been there. And I've been so grateful to see this opportunity. And as Dr. Obom always talks about, is not an opportunity unless you actually take action. So what I wanted to do is make sure that I seize the opportunity of connecting with individuals. For the rest of my life, I will be around the individuals who are going to push me in the right direction. As long as I know that my consciousness is in a good place, I have the ability to grow in abundance. So my number one thing is don't hurt yourself and don't hurt other people. And they've already proven to me that they're not on that path. So when it comes to investment, I've already dropped $18,000 worth of money when it comes to scaling my business. And all I've learned is that money doesn't buy you people's You know, they don't, it doesn't buy you marketing. What money does is it's just an exchange of a service and a good. And the amount of value that I've already received in this company alone, and the company, when I say company, I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about ASCIRA. I'm talking about what's inside ASCIRA, which is the people, is valued way more than at the $4.99 USD. And so the reason why I wanted to lock this in is because I already saw the vision, like 50 years from now, if we all exist, I see myself sitting inside the crowd at the front where we're all just talking about, you know, what happened in 2020. We're all just looking back and laughing and be like, you know, we actually didn't feel COVID-19. We built this company and we changed lives. So what Fazana and I always talk about is manifesting our dreams, right? And that's taking action. So if you don't take action, you're just in the limbo of your dreams. So I just want to say thank you so much to Dr. Obom, Fazana, Annie, and every single, especially Omar, because he brought this opportunity to me. And if it wasn't for, you know, Omar looking at me and seeing the vision I already had back in LA Fitness, I wouldn't have met these beautiful individuals. And, you know, I just want to say thank God that I trusted myself, and thank God that everybody else on this call trusted in themselves first. So if anybody is new to this call, I would highly recommend you ask questions until you have all your answers. You don't have to make a decision that's a risk, right? Because for me, it wasn't a risk. I saw this opportunity and I just knew in the bottom of my heart, I'm like, okay, well, this is a no-brainer. Omar showed me this opportunity and I seized it immediately. Typically it takes about like 2, 3, 4, maybe even 7 times for you to get familiar with something before you take action, but that's a personal choice. So I would encourage you to come to the call, which is right after this, actually. We're going to transition into the Q&A. And I would love for you to ask all your questions because you are in front of the most well-rounded individuals with the kindest hearts, and they actually know what they're talking about when it comes to business. There's over $1 billion worth of value with one person alone, but when it comes to the whole community, we could change the world. So please, please, please answer your questions because you don't want to miss out on this opportunity.